Do you want to save a lot of money and get a new home in Florida? Right now might be the best time to buy. We literally just helped a client get under contract and saved $90,000. Now, I gotta give you some caveats here. If you're looking to buy or sell a home from Sarasota down to Port Charlotte, Inglewood areas, or the entire Orlando metro, we can definitely help you out. But I'm not gonna guarantee we're gonna save you $90,000. It depends, there's a lot of factors that go into that. You know, the builder, where the community is located, what's the value of the home to begin with. All those things are big factors. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it wasn't a $1 million home. I'll tell you that much. It was well below that, actually. But you can get a hold of us at 941-221-1897. Call or text us anytime. We can help you save a lot of money, answer some of those questions that are impossible to find online, and help you avoid mistakes. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere else in Florida, where there's a lot of good deals across Florida, we travel actually the state on another channel and do home tours, and Ocala's got some amazing deals right now. Winter Haven, there's definitely some other areas throughout Florida. But if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere else in Florida or the United States, you can click the link in the description, answer a few questions. That'll get you connected with a local realtor that really knows those areas, because we kind of know them, but we don't know them super well. And that is a good way to support the channel so we can keep making you videos like this if you're finding them helpful, if you've watched them before. And this one, I guarantee, will be helpful. But let's talk about like how some of these savings can really stack up and some of the options that are out there. So it depends on the builder. So I can't just give you like, oh, this is what all builders are doing, because it's gonna depend. It's not the same across the board. But a lot of builders, you're able to go below asking price. It depends again on the community, the builder, the location, all those things. Again, get a hold of us for the areas we serve, or someone in the other areas that we don't serve, click the link in the description. But within that, there's a lot of opportunity generally for most builders to come below asking price to begin with. So that's one way you can save a lot of money. Another way, a lot of builders are buying down interest rates. And a lot of times it's not just one or the other. It's not, I can get it below asking, or they'll buy down the interest rate. A lot of times you can get both. Oh, one other thing I should point out, because we've had a lot of people want to move to the area and then they go straight to the builder before they get a hold of us. Then we cannot legally help you anymore, number one. But number two, they think if they just go to the builder, they're going to give them a better deal. That agent that you're talking to with the builder, they got the builder's best interest in mind. They want to make sure they're making the most possible money. And so they'll say like, oh, we can, buy down your interest rate. And we're gonna give you the best possible deal by doing that. But if you work with us, we can help you save a lot more, and it doesn't cost you extra. A lot of people think it costs you extra. They will not raise the price of the home because you're working with us. In fact, you're gonna usually save more money working with an agent, whether it's us or someone else, because they have a budget allotted to pay agents. So if they can save that money of having to pay for a buyer's agent, they're going to try to do that, and they're gonna try to make you feel like, oh, because of that, they're giving you a sweet deal. But 90% of the time, I'd say higher than 90, but we'll just say 90% of the time, a lot of the time, it's actually gonna end up costing you more by not using an agent for a few reasons. Not just the savings that you can potentially get with some of the different ways you can save money that we'll go over in a second, but on top of that, like making sure the house is being built the right way and having someone checking in on it, which we do for you, and we'll send you videos if you're from out of state, and making sure it's being built on time, because that's another thing. A lot of times you have these timelines you have to meet when you're selling a home, or planning out your move down and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure things are going according to schedule. So the other ways you could save a lot of money is there's upgrades that you can get on these new construction homes, right? So maybe that's upgraded materials on the flooring, the colors of the cabinets, the countertops, all kinds of possibilities on that. And a lot of times those are gonna cost you a lot extra. Another one, this isn't like an upgrade, but it's like one of those like hidden fees. But a lot of times they'll charge you extra for the actual lot that it's being built on, and all these other little knick-knack type things that they'll add. And sometimes you can get those costs eliminated for those little extra things like the lot. But on top of that, sometimes now too, some builders will give you some of those upgraded materials and color choices and whatever the case may be for free. So again, saving you hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on what it would cost to get, that home with those upgrades, especially if you go right to the builder, because a lot of times they're gonna be like, nope, that's still gonna cost you extra. We know how to talk to them to get some of those deals for you. And here's the thing, a lot of people don't realize right now, especially with things slowing down and then them throwing out these incentives, that shows they're looking to try to move more homes. And so a lot of them are really wanting us agents. Well, I'm not a real estate agent, actually. If you're watching the channel, my wife is a real estate agent. help her a lot and know a lot of the details of what goes on and know the areas and the communities and stuff like that. But like contract stuff and like the codes and then the real nitty gritty stuff in the buying process or selling process, if you're looking to sell, like she knows a lot of that, or she knows all of that. And I don't know as much of that. They want us and our teams and the real estate agents to bring them people to keep things moving, to keep inventory moving, keep these communities being built out on schedule, right? And just to keep profit coming in as well, of course, you know, they're in business, right? So they want us to bring them people, right? So they want us happy, they want the buyers happy, and they want word of mouth to spread. You know, they want everything to go smooth so more people want to come by. So a lot of times to do that, they will give a better deal to keep that relationship going and to get us to bring more buyers to them. Now, that being said, like, we want you to buy what you want to buy. You know, we're going to try to get you the best possible deal. We're not going to try to push you like, oh, you should get new construction, resale, because here's the thing, even if you're not looking to buy new construction, those incentives and all those, you know, reasons that, you know, is a good time, in my opinion, to buy new construction is also now putting downward pressure on resale homes. So now there's better pricing, better, you know, negotiation room and things like that. Typically, each house is going to be different, but typically there's going to be more wiggle room and better prices on resale homes because of that. So, you know, whatever it is that you're looking to do, hey, you tell us and we'll help you out, you know, and we'll try to get you the best deal and make sure, you know, you're getting all your questions answered and avoiding mistakes and just getting that local knowledge that, you know, if you're just coming in blind, there's a lot of things you could possibly miss. But between being able to get the home price lower on these new construction homes, getting the interest rate brought down is huge. That's like amazing and so big. And then maybe get some upgrades or some of these, you know, extra little fees eliminated. That's all really, really big and can help save you a lot of money. And again, it doesn't cost you anything extra to use us or any real estate agent. You know, if you don't use us or you're looking to buy or sell anywhere else, it's not going to cost you anything extra to use an agent. Like, a lot of people think it's going to like add on to your like contract, but it doesn't. Like I said, they have like a separate fund allotted for that. So you don't have to worry about that. And then now you're getting #1 representation throughout the buying process and the building process. And then on top of that, you're going to get the better deal, the more incentives, because we kind of know like all the little things and all the little, you know, options out there and ways to get the most bang for your buck. And then there's one other way you could save a lot of money on new construction homes. And this is probably the one that you'll save the most on. Like I mentioned, builders want to move these homes. They want to keep inventory going, right? And also they want to keep building homes, right? So they're going to continue to build and continue to build. And sometimes they got a home that's almost completed or that is completed and that's sitting there. Those homes, they really want to move quickly. And so now there's a lot of extra motivation for them to move those houses extra quickly. So sometimes they'll throw extra incentives on them or drop the price, or definitely we can help you negotiate an even lower price a lot of times on those because they want them to move so fast. And so you start putting all these things together and you could be talking about thousands of dollars in potential savings. Again, I can't guarantee anything as far as an amount because it's going to depend on the size of the home, location, the builder, how much they're looking to move things, you know, how quickly, how much inventory has built up in that community, how maybe hot is that community still. You know, there's certain parts of Florida where things are still moving a lot quicker than other parts of Florida. So it's very, I don't even want to say metro specific. It's very like specific to possibly a community or a pocket of a city. And that's going to dramatically change, you know, how much you could potentially save, you know, what's the right offer to go in there with. Because, you know, there's some places that you're looking at and like, oh my gosh, this place looks great. And Jesse said in a video, they helped someone save $90,000. So let's go in $90K below asking. They haven't started building the place, and the place is listed, you know, at you know, base level, no upgrades at $300,000. And I'm gonna go in and ask for $90K below asking, and I want them to customize it with the upgrades for, like, that's probably not gonna happen. I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, we always try to keep it real on the channel and be as honest and transparent as we can. Like, when I say there's some amazing opportunities out there, and this is, to me, a good time to buy, I really do believe that. But you've got to know for yourself. Like, I'm not going to try to convince you one way or the other. I'm just kind of putting out there like what's out there, what's happening, and, you know, some of the good deals that we've seen out there. But again, there's other, like resale home wise, especially, like we've seen some places that sell like this, you know, and usually if a place is selling that quick, people are maybe getting a little below asking right now in this current market, but not necessarily a lot below asking. You know, if it's a $350,000 home in Northport, and it's priced really well, it just came onto the market and it went like this, they maybe got 5K off, 10K off, maybe more, maybe less. It just depends again on how well it's priced and all those factors, but it really, really depends. And you have to have an understanding of those things to really make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck, but also not missing out on places that maybe you are interested in. Because that's another thing we have seen is a lot of buyers be like, oh, that place, I wish I would have put an offer in because I kind of thought I would have some more time, because places generally sit, because there's some places that'll sit for hundreds of days. Some we've seen for over a year. You know, so that's a real possibility, but there's also the other flip side of the coin, the possibility with resale and new construction that you're like, oh, I probably got a couple more days and then it's gone. So it could go either way, you know, it just really depends. But at the end of the day, like what we want to make sure is that you're ending up in the right home for you, in the right situation, the right community, the home that you're going to love, or that, you know, for the price, maybe you don't completely love it, but there's a few things you can upgrade down the road. And at that price point, you're willing, you know, to do that, because that's usually the way it goes. You know, we can get you into a really, really good home, but depending on the budget and what you're looking to get out of it, maybe you're not going to get everything you want, but if you're, you know, happy with what you got for the price, that's the biggest thing, right? And you get to live in Florida, where, I mean, man, it's crazy. Right now I'm out walking in the middle of July, which is like one of the hottest months. August gets a little hotter, but winters it's clearly awesome too, because it's usually a lot warmer than the rest of the United States. But there's been days where we've been talking with some clients and family. So we're from Wisconsin, but clients from the East Coast, and they've been saying how like people are hot and miserable up there because it's hotter there than it is here. It's been like in the upper 80s. And yeah, that's not too bad, honestly, for this time of year. So I'll take it. But you also get the beautiful weather in the winters, of course, beaches, theme parks, if that's what you're into, you know, whatever the case may be. And you get to live this lifestyle. So if you are looking to buy or sell a home in the Orlando metro, or of course from Sarasota down to the Port Charlotte, Inglewood areas, get a hold of our team, 941-221-1897. We've helped a lot of people save a lot of money, avoid mistakes, and get answers to those questions that sometimes it's just impossible to find answers to. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere else in Florida or the entire United States for that matter, click the link in the description, answer a few questions, and that'll get you connected with a local realtor in the area that you're looking. That doesn't cost you anything extra, but they'll do the same thing for you that we would. And clicking that link or getting a hold of us is a good way to support the channel so we can keep making you videos like this one. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. And if you want to know more about moving to Florida, check out this video. Thanks for watching, and live breezy.